welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you are new here. My name is Kayla, and today I'm going to be doing a January favorites video. I have not done a favorites video since October, and I love these videos. I don't know why I don't do them more often. I guess I just get sidetracked, but I have a ton of good stuff here to share with you guys today. Lots of random stuff. We have beauty, lifestyle, TV shows, books, just random stuff. So if you like that style of favorites video, then give this one a thumbs up so that I know, and subscribe down below if you are not already. I would love to have you in my little family here that I have on YouTube. And if you're not already, consider following me over on Instagram, where I share more of my daily life, daily outfits, some funny family, dog mom stuff, all of that sort of content you can find over on Instagram. But let's just go ahead and dive into all of my favorites for January. I believe I'm going to start with the beauty category. So first of all, I want to talk about the lashes that I've been wearing lately. I don't have false lashes on in this video, as you can probably tell. And a lot of you probably remember, I actually wore lash extensions for at least a full year consistently. I would go and get them filled, and I loved my lash extensions, but I just got to the point where I felt like I should probably give my eyelashes a break. I don't know, I just had this feeling for the new year that I wanted to just be fresh and just free of all of my beauty stuff. So I took my lash extensions out, I took my hair extensions out, and I've just kind of been chilling, you know, just like without having to go to all of these beauty appointments, and it has honestly been really nice. But every now and again, I do want the look of a lash. It just literally makes your makeup look so different, and I found some that look really similar to my previous lash extensions. These look so natural. I love them. They're really easy to apply. So these are the Ardell Naked Lashes in the number 424. So these have that Invisiband, so it's a clear band rather than black, which makes it blend really naturally. And just something about these, like I said, is just a very natural look to them. When I apply these with any makeup look, they look beautiful, and they just kind of look like my lashes but better, which is exactly what I was looking for. And I hadn't put on a false lash in years, and these I found were pretty easy to apply, so I was really pleased with that. I bought one pair of these at the drugstore, and the first time I applied them, I immediately went on Amazon and bought a 4-pack because I knew I was going to wear these a ton, and I have. Next, I want to talk about a couple products from Glaze, and Glaze is actually sponsoring today's video, so huge shout out to them. I've recently fallen in love with the Glaze Super Gloss, and the reason my hair looks so dark brown and vibrant right now is all due to this guy right here. So this is basically a semi-permanent super color conditioning gloss that you apply to your hair. You just put it on dry hair for 10 minutes and then rinse it out, and you have beautiful refreshed color. I will insert a video right here of me applying the shade that I got, which is Sleek Espresso. As you can see, the color was pretty dark on my hands, and it actually even looked a little bit red. The entire process was so easy, you guys. I was really shocked at how easy it was. I just saturated my hair, especially the front pieces right here that were really brassy, and it does get a little bit messy, but luckily Glaze has you covered when it comes to that. They actually sent over a Glaze towel, which is nice. They sent a little brush to brush through the product. I love this brush. It's really nice. This could almost be like one of those scalp massagers too. And they even sent over a cute little Glaze hair clip to clip all your hair up and let it sit for 10 minutes while your color kind of develops. I was going for a dark natural hair color look that matches my natural root up here. The color works so good, you guys. I will insert my before and after photos here, and you can see the brassiness that I had in my hair is completely gone. It literally makes you feel like you just got home from the salon. It's incredible. As I mentioned, I have the Sleek Espresso, but they actually have 9 different color options, so all of you blondes out there, you can definitely find one to match you. And if you don't want to alter your color at all, but you're still looking for that really shiny, soft, beautiful, salon fresh hair, you can actually opt for their clear conditioning gloss, which is just as good. And their products are not going to damage your hair at all. They are formulated with 0% parabens, silicones, sulfates, all of that bad stuff. There is none of that in these products, and each of these bottles is made to last through 2 to 3 uses. And if you like to freshen up your color more than 2 to 3 times a month, then they actually offer a subscription service where you can get 10% off if you just just subscribe monthly, which is a really cool feature. I mean, I was the kind of person that would literally go into a salon just to get a glaze on my hair. Now I can do that at home, which saves me so much money. So I highly recommend this product, and you guys can actually save 20% off on your first glaze purchase using my code Kayla20 at checkout. So I will have their stuff linked in the description box below, and you can get your shiniest, most beautiful salon perfect hair right at home. Let's move on to our next beauty fave. A couple of makeup products that I wanted to mention. First up, an eyeshadow palette. So I picked this up during the Sephora sale, I believe, and I was a little bit nervous to do so because this is a very expensive palette. I believe it's over $100, and this is from Pat McGrath. You guys, I have been obsessed with this. The colors in this are so incredibly beautiful. I love the packaging. It is so luxurious. I feel like you can just tell by the size of this palette, and it does have a nice big mirror here, and this comes with 10 eyeshadows, but they are pretty large eyeshadows. The color scheme of this palette, I was a little bit unsure if I would get a lot of use out of these colors, but I really have, especially the pinks here and this like brown color. This side of the palette I've been getting so much use out of. Even the golds down here. This one is definitely more of like an out there shade, but I've literally used every single shade in this palette for at least one eyeshadow look, and I've been so pleased with every single look that I've created. And I think I'm even gonna use this on Valentine's Day because, like I said, the pinks are beautiful. Pat McGrath shadows are some of the most high quality eyeshadows that I've ever tried. I don't even think I said the name, but this is the Mothership 9. All of her Mothership palettes are gorgeous. Just pick the color scheme that fits you very well. I really love this one, and I think it's a lot more user-friendly than it looks. So I think anyone could get a lot of use out of this. I've also been obsessed with this Huda Beauty Glow-ish blush, and it's funny because I talked about this in my Sephora haul, and I was worried that I would be disappointed because of how small it was. And don't get me wrong, I do still wish this was a larger size product, just because the Glow-ish bronzer is a lot bigger than this, which is kind of disappointing. But I will say the formula of this and the color really stood out to me and made me kind of forget about the size of it. This has been my everyday blush for quite some time now. If I don't know what to wear, this is the one that I immediately grab for. It's just such a nice universal color. It's what I have on my cheeks today. I don't really go heavy-handed with blush, so I'm not sure if you can tell. I do actually kind of like the size too for travel, and it's just like super easy, and like your brush fits in it really nicely. Like, here's my blush brush, and it just fits really nicely, but I just think the price should have been a little bit less if it was going to be this small, but it is a really good blush. I love the formula. It's just so smooth. It doesn't pick up any of my makeup that I already have on my face, and it just gives you that like very natural kind of flushed look to your face, which is exactly what I'm trying to achieve day to day when I apply blush. Speaking of something that I have on right now, I also wanted to mention my lip color that I have on today. This is by Scott Barnes, and I actually got this liquid lipstick for Christmas from my husband. He got me a couple different Scott Barnes products, and I have really been enjoying them. These are my first Scott Barnes makeup products, and I am pleasantly surprised. The liquid lipstick that I have on today is in the shade Love Story, and it's a really nice neutral peachy nude. The main thing that I really like about this liquid lipstick is how smooth it looks on your lips. It's not drying at all. I love a lot of my other liquid lipsticks that are super long lasting, but they can be very drying and make your lips look cracked almost even when they're not, which my lips have been a little cracked lately because it's been so cold outside. So for me, I need something that's not going to emphasize that texture that I have on my lips, and this product doesn't at all. It just really smooths everything out. I know I have it on, but I'll also just swatch it right here for you guys as well, so you can see the color just kind of in action right there. But it really is beautiful. You saw how easily that swiped on, and it just looks so smooth and velvety. And then I also quickly wanted to mention a couple brushes that I have from him that I've been loving. These were also Christmas gifts from my husband, but both of these brushes are the highest quality brushes that I own. They're very tall and just substantial in your hand. The first one is number 65, and this is like a rounded angle brush. I use this one to go in for my contour here with just a powder product. I went in and kind of chiseled underneath my jawline, contoured out my cheekbones, and then even patted it up here around my hairline. And this is the most perfect brush to do all of that with. And it is a little bit dense, so you do have to to go in kind of with a light hand, but it's really easy to blend out everything. So I can't recommend that enough. And then the next one is a highlight brush, which is very large. I will say that. This is number 64. It's a little bit bigger than a lot of the other highlight brushes I own. For instance, this is the other highlight brush that I love, and you can see the Scott Barnes one is a lot bigger, but I still really like this. It's unique to my brush collection, and it is truly the softest highlight brush that I own. I use this to apply my highlighter today, and although it is big, you can see it did still give me that precise highlight on my cheekbones. So I really have loved both of these brushes. I just feel so luxurious. I feel like a makeup artist when I use them. Next, I want to talk about a couple of perfumes from Tom Ford, which I know are pretty expensive, and I'm not usually one to buy expensive perfumes, but I ended up getting the Tom Ford fucking fabulous perfume while I was in New York City because I had recently come across it online during the Sephora sale, and I never realized how expensive it was. So I was like, honestly, I have just got to go smell this perfume to see what the hype is about. And as soon as we smelled it, we both fell in love with it. My mom especially fell in love with it. She's not a perfume person usually, but she really liked this one. This is just such an iconic perfume. So I just have this in the 30 milliliter, but is this not the most gorgeous bottle that you've ever seen? Nothing in this world says you are a bad bitch more than having this matte black perfume that's called fucking fabulous in your closet or your perfume collection, your studio for me, you know, whatever it is. So that's kind of what drew me in more than anything. But the scent truly is a very, very unique and iconic scent. I encourage you to go and smell it in person. It really is such a mature scent. It is very gender neutral. All of the Tom Ford fragrances are gender neutral. So the notes on this are leather, tonka bean, and sage. And it is in the warm and spicy fragrance family. This is like such a grown-up scent. Like I imagine once you like become a woman and you're like in the workplace, like becoming a bad bitch, like your credit score is awesome, then this is the perfume that you ultimately upgrade to, you know? And once I loved that one so much, I actually went on and bought the Lost Cherry fragrance from Tom Ford because it was on sale on the Nordstrom website. And I had actually smelled this one while I was at the Macy's counter buying the first Tom Ford fragrance, and I really liked the smell of the Lost Cherry. So immediately when I saw it was on sale on Nordstrom, I had to pick it up. So this one is also in the 30 milliliter size, and this one is a little bit of a different packaging as you can see, but still gorgeous nonetheless. It does kind of have that mattified look on the sides to it, so you can't actually see the perfume through the bottle. And this one, once again, an incredible scent. It does smell very cherry, but it once again is a mature scent. It's not overly fruity or overly sweet, which I like. I don't like something super, super sweet. It makes me feel like I'm in middle school again. So this one is sweet enough without being childish. So the notes for this one say Lost Cherry's candy-like gleam of exotic black cherry and liqueur touched with teasing almond gives way to a Turkish rose and jasmine sambac blend that penetrates the senses. Wow. But yeah, both of these are great. I highly recommend them. If you've never tried Tom Ford fragrances, like I said, pop in somewhere and just get a couple samples and see how you feel. All right, a couple more hair products in my beauty category. First, I wanted to mention my Dyson Airwrap. I have loved using this, you guys. So I've talked about this like very, very briefly on my channel, but I actually struggle with scalp buildup and psoriasis on my scalp, and it's very frustrating and annoying. So that is one reason why I took my extensions out, just to give my scalp a break. And since then, I've been trying to wash my hair more and use my psoriasis shampoo and all of that stuff, which I will link my psoriasis shampoos that I use down below as well, because I do get a lot of questions about that. But I also have a prescription from my dermatologist, so I would recommend going to a dermatologist first. Anyways, point is, I was washing my hair a lot more, and the one thing that I hate about washing my hair is having to dry it. Oh my gosh, it is the bane of my existence. I hate it. It takes so much time. It's so annoying until I got the Dyson Airwrap, and now I genuinely don't mind it because because it's so quick. So it actually comes in this big carrying case that holds all of the attachments. But here is what I do for my little hair drying routine. Here is the base, of course. As soon as I get out of the shower, I immediately go in with this attachment right here, which is really just intended to dry your hair pretty quickly and get it from being soaking wet to damp. Once my hair is a little bit more damp, I'll usually go in with this brush attachment right here. So this is good if you just want like a straight hair kind of blowout look, or if you just want to get your hair like 93% dry, if you want to curl it with the Airwrap, then this is a good attachment to just really get your hair mostly dry. I'll also use this attachment a lot just to curl the front pieces of my hair and really get a lot of volume at the roots. And then of course you have the curling barrels. I have the short ones that come with it, and then I also actually purchased the long barrels as well. So here is the difference in the long barrels that you can buy separately versus the barrels that it comes with. And there's quite a bit of difference, so it really just depends. I like having all of them. I got the long barrels back when I had extensions, but I still use the long barrels with my length of hair right now sometimes too. Curling your hair with it really just gives you that beautiful blown out hair look. To me, it's not like super curly hair. It just kind of makes it look like wavy and voluminous. Let me know if you guys would want to see a Dyson Airwrap tutorial or review. I know there's so many out on YouTube, so I'm not offended if you guys are like, no, I'm good, I've already seen a lot about it. But yeah, that has definitely been one of my favorites this month. Very, very convenient tool to have and something that I do not regret buying at all. All right, so I believe this is my last hair product, and it is a wet brush. I have heard so many good things about the wet brush, and I honestly didn't really believe that it worked any differently than any of my other hair brushes for wet hair. I'm not someone who like aggressively brushes my hair when it's wet. I would try to do it gently with a comb or with some of my other brushes, but still seemed like it was pulling my hair a lot. So I decided to try out this one. I was shocked. I did not think that it would be so easy and seamless to brush out my hair out of the shower. And this brush really just makes it so easy. Like I start with my ends and I just lightly go over them and then work my way up, and it just runs through my wet hair so smooth. I would highly recommend it to anyone. They're very affordable. You can get them on Amazon. I got mine on Amazon. You can also just get them at Walmart, Target, Kroger. I'm pretty sure they have them like everywhere. This is the Wet Brush Pro. So I'm not sure if that's like much different, but I just liked the color of this one. I also wanted to mention this Isle of Paradise self-tanning butter. This is basically a lotion that acts as a self-tanner. It's not a gradual tanner. It is literally like in 4 to 6 hours you will be tan, but just with a lotion. And it is so convenient if you're in a rush or if you forget to self-tan and you still want to add a little bit of color. This has saved me when I've been in a pinch before, and it is so convenient. That is like the number one thing that I have to say about it is convenient. Is it going to give you the exact same amazing color that a foam self-tanner would that you leave on overnight or something? Probably not, but it seriously does give you a lot of color. You can tell that this works if you don't wash your hands, because you'll see little orange specks all over your hand or like in between your fingers and stuff, and you'll definitely be able to notice how much color it actually gives off. And it actually comes out like a normal white lotion would, and it feels really good on the skin. Like I said, super hydrating, and within 4 to 6 hours you will have a base tan. If you are kind of like a lazy self-tanner and want to do the bare minimum, then this is for you. A couple skincare favorites. I wanted to mention these from Elemis. I love Elemis. It's one of my favorite skincare brands. First of all, I wanted to mention their Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm. This is not a new favorite. I have used this for years on and off, but now that I don't have lash extensions, it is great to use, and I've been able to utilize it a lot more. Basically, this is a balm that is going to remove your makeup without having to use a makeup wipe or a micellar water, something like that. This is going to take off your makeup so smoothly, and it's almost like a satisfying experience because you just like wet your face just a little bit and get some of this, and it literally melts off of your face. It's crazy to watch. I actually finished one whole jar and I'm on to my second one now, but it smells so good. All of the Elemis products smell so good. They just smell like clean and fresh. That's not overpowering at all. But if you have not tried something from Elemis, I highly suggest doing so because they are one of my favorite skincare brands, and especially the Pro Collagen Cleansing Balm is their #1 bestseller. It's just amazing. You've got to try it. They also have the rose version, which I love as well. I've tried that one and it is really nice. It just smells like roses. Love that one as well. well. And then another product that is not so popular on their website. It's still popular, it's just not like their most well known, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But this one is the Elemis Soothing Apricot Toner. And this, you guys, at nighttime just seriously relaxes me so much. I just spray this on my whole face. It makes me feel like I'm doing something good for my skin. I don't know, it just makes me feel ready to go to sleep. I don't know how to describe it, but it really is calming. It says that on the packaging. It says this calming facial toner effectively tones the skin and helps maintain its natural pH level without the use of alcohol or other harsh ingredients. And that is so true. It is the most calming product that I own, and I love this, and I love that it's so easy. I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I'm lazy before bed and I don't feel like doing a bunch of skincare, but I like that this, I literally just spray on my face and boom, it is done. I don't have to think about it further than that. You gotta try this product, you guys. I promise like 99% of you will love this. We're done with beauty favorites. I usually have fashion favorites, but I honestly don't this month, you guys. Like, I have a ton of loungewear that I've been loving, but I did a whole video just dedicated to those pieces because there were so many of them. So I will link that video here if you want to watch it after you're done watching this one. Moving on to just some lifestyle favorites. I wanted to talk quickly about my water bottle that I've been using. This guy is huge. This is the biggest water bottle that I own. I do have a gallon one, but that one's like almost too big to use, to be honest. But this one is a 50-ounce water bottle, and I've been using this every single day. I love how easy it is to carry around the house. I mean, it doesn't look like it's easy to carry, and it does get heavy if it's full, but because of the handle here, it's very sturdy and it's easy for me to find. I definitely don't lose it, and I've been trying to drink a ton of water lately, so I've been trying to go through 2 of these a day to get to 100 ounces, which I don't always reach, but sometimes I do if I'm really thirsty. It's from Amazon, super affordable, such high quality. They come in a lot of different colors. I opted for the pale pink, of course. It actually has a part where you can lift it up to gulp out of the jug, but I don't really use that, to be honest. I usually just keep that closed and use the straw. Yeah, if you have a goal of drinking more water, highly recommend looking into this water bottle because you will definitely hit your goal with a big ol' 50-ounce water bottle. Speaking of having a goal of drinking more water, if that is a struggle for you, you've got to try out Liquid IV. I've talked about Liquid IV so much on my channel and mostly over on Instagram. Liquid IV is a brand that I purchased long before I worked with them, and I would continue to do so even if I didn't work with them. Like, I love their products. For me, it makes drinking water so much easier, and I truly feel so much more hydrated when I drink a Liquid IV. If you have no clue what I'm talking about, Liquid IV is an electrolyte drink mix. So basically you pour one of these sticks into 16 ounces of water, and by adding this electrolyte drink mix, you are getting 3 times the electrolytes than just drinking that water alone, and you are getting hydrated 2 to 2.5 times faster than just drinking water alone. These are great for if you are out in the heat a lot. I know summer is like right around the corner. They're great for if you don't like water and you need a little bit of flavor to it and want to be hydrated. They're also great for hangovers if you drink a lot or if you have a bachelorette trip or something coming up. These will save your life. If you know you've had a lot to drink, do your future self a favor and fix a big glass of water and pour one of these in before you go to bed. You will wake up with no hangover. It is insane. And then have another one that next morning and you are feeling golden. The reason I wanted to talk about them in this video is because they recently released Concord Grape, and I know a lot of people don't like grape flavor, but I am that weirdo that loves everything grape flavor. Oh my gosh. When I got this in the mail, I was like, oh, Grape! I was so excited. I love it. It tastes so good. My other favorites would be the classic lemon lime to just get you started. I also love their cherry flavors. Oh, chef's kiss. So good. If you want any other flavor recommendations or ones that I don't like, message me on Instagram and I will tell you. I got you. Another favorite that I actually don't have here that is also grape flavor is the Grape Celsius energy drinks. The grape flavor is superior to all of the other Celsius flavors. Oh my goodness, it is so good. We actually ordered a whole case of just the Grape Celsius, but we already went through them because my husband and I both love that. So if you are like me and you love grape, try out the Liquid IV Grape and the Celsius Grape. Next, I wanted to talk about a book that I read recently that has been such a favorite. This is by Colleen Hoover. I'm sure you guys have heard of her. She's such a popular author right now, especially with my age group. This is the first first one that I read from her, and it is called Verity. It is such an incredible book. It is mysterious. It's a thriller. It really does keep you turning the pages over and over and over. I am someone who is not a fast reader at all. I literally have taken months and months and months to read a single book before. I am notorious for starting books and not finishing them. This one kept me entertained the entire time. I read it within probably less than 2 weeks, which is good for me. It's very good for me. And the last 150 pages I read in one day, which is unheard of for me because this was such a page turner that I literally canceled my plans for the day just to finish this book because I told my husband, I was like, I have to know what happens. Like, I have to know. I have to know. So yeah, I highly recommend this. I will say, trigger warning, if you have dealt with losing a child in any capacity from miscarriage or any unfortunate event, this book could be a lot for you. You do kind of reach some clarity in the end of the book, but if you can't read through stuff like that, which is totally understandable, this might not be the book for you. Anyways, just wanted to throw that out there. Regardless, it is a good book. It's a page turner. It's thrilling. It's romantic. It's spicy. It's flirty. It's a little sexual. Like, it's just a good book. And now I am on to a second book from Colleen Hoover, and this one is called It Ends With Us, which I have heard equally good things about. Everyone raves about this book as well. I do like it so far. I'm only about 2 chapters in, I think, so I still have a ways to go, but it's really good so far. This one is less mysterious, less of a thriller, and more of just like a romance novel, I believe, but still a good book. And I also wanted to mention this little guy too while I'm talking about reading. I got this on Amazon, and it is a reading light because my husband has to get up super early for work, and I like to read at night. So I felt like my lamp at night was keeping him up, so I wanted to find a smaller light, and this one works perfectly. I love it. So I just hook it kind of like towards the back of the book where I don't have to move it, slide it across the pages just like that. I know you can't see it because it's light in here, but yeah, it just lights up the pages just like that, and you can move it. If I'm reading this page, I can have it positioned like that, or if I'm reading this page, I can have it a little bit closer. And it has 2 levels, so that's the brightest, 1 step down, and then turning it off, of course. Super affordable, and it comes in a few different colors. I just opted for the white, but a really great product. I also wanted to mention my planner for 2022 that I got custom made from Golden Coil. I came across this actually from an Instagram ad, and I fell in love with the options that they let you choose to customize your own planner. I will probably do this forever now. I'm obsessed with it. So here is what mine looks like. I got to pick the cover. I just chose a leopard, and it says Golden Coil at the top, and of course it does have a golden coil here. Basically, you go on their website and you can choose whatever you want in your planner. You can actually import your own contacts and have them printed, your own like address book. You can put in your own holidays, so if you have a couple people's weddings that you want to add, you can totally do that. You can choose your monthly layout and add in any fun holidays, which that's what I did. So if you go to a monthly page, you can see it has like all these fun holidays written in on each day, like April Fool's Day, PB&J Day, Siblings Day, Husband Day, like all of these fun ones that don't really matter, but I think they're just like fun to know. You can choose if you want a daily layout, a weekly layout. You can choose what you want displayed on your weekly layout. I chose this layout that has a blank space under each day and a to-do list, which is perfect. And then on the other side, you have a space here for habits to track, which is really convenient, a space to write something you're grateful for. And then this space here that has each day of the week, you could write your dinners for the week. You could write just like a summary of the day, your steps that you got, what your kids are doing each day. I mean, you could really do anything with this little section here. Another fun feature I did for mine was I had them add a little bucket list to each week. So the week that I'm open to right now, it says cook a family recipe, just something fun to add. Why the heck not? And then another thing that I added to mine, which I love, is a weekly wellness spread after each weekly layout. So after each normal weekly layout with all of my to-dos, I will have this layout that allows me to track all of my meals, my exercise, my calories, my weight. I have a place for fitness goals, notes, water intake, vitamins, like anything wellness related I can track on this spread. So it's just really nice to have like my normal planner and my wellness planner all in one space. It makes it super convenient. I also was able to add just some blank lined pages in the back and in the front. So this is truly a very, very, very customized planner, and I love it. I don't think think I'll ever go back to another kind of planner. Another random AF favorite is a game that I played with my family on a recent ski trip that we took together. And this game is called Throw Burrito. It is so much fun, and yes, you actually throw the burritos at each other. It is such a unique game. It is basically a card game where you try to get matching sets, and then certain matching sets will trigger a burrito duel or a burrito war or a burrito brawl, and that is where you throw burritos lightly at each other. They are very soft and squishy though, so they're not really gonna hurt that bad as long as like you don't aim for someone's face, which we had no problem with. Yeah, you'll have to read the instructions because it's a little bit more complicated than I'm making it. I mean, it's super easy, but there's a few more like little added things to know who wins the game and all of that. But if you're looking for a fun game for your family nights, this one is hilarious and will definitely be a huge hit. Okay, before I go, I wanted to talk about a few of my recent favorite TV shows that I've been watching. Number one on my list is Euphoria, you guys. I'm hooked on Euphoria. I love it. It is under HBO Max, so you do have to have an HBO Max account or subscription or find someone that does have one. Euphoria is so good. It is very graphic, I will say. There is a lot of nudity and sexual content in the show. It is basically a show about a group of high school kids. It is like very dramatized because you will definitely watch it and be like, no one acted like this in high school, but you know, it's TV. What can you expect? So good. Like the storylines for each character, the plot twists, the hard, deep topics that it covers. It's just mind-blowing. I'm all caught up with that, so I'm watching in real time. So if you guys want me to like do like a little chat about Euphoria, if you guys watch it too, maybe we could start doing that on Instagram. That would be really fun. Another one on HBO Max that I love is the Sex and the City reboot called And Just Like That. I know this has been a little bit controversial. Some people don't seem to like it. I've really been enjoying it. I know a couple people said it was stupid and that they didn't like Carrie. I think it's really good. I think all of them are really good at playing the characters they once were, but also evolving into new times. Although there were some plot twists that were not expected, I think that the writing was actually pretty good at navigating those and keeping it worthwhile for viewers to watch. So I've been keeping up with that as well. I believe those drop on Fridays. And the only other show I was gonna mention is so random, but that is Shark Tank. Shark Tank is a show that my husband and I both watch every single week that it comes on. We are there watching the brand new episode. I love it. I love like the deal making, seeing new companies and brands and entrepreneurs come in and present their ideas. It is like the best. And Mark Cuban is like my favorite shark. He is just so insightful and he's so kind on that show. I just love it. If you guys have not watched any of those shows, those are my recommendations to you. But that is everything for my favorites video. Hope that you guys enjoyed it. I feel like this was long-winded. I had a lot of things to talk about, but I just have the best time filming these videos. So I truly hope that you guys get something from them and enjoy them as much as I do. If you do, give this one a thumbs up so that I know. Comment down below letting me know what you've been loving this month. And while you're down there, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching this video. I love you so much, and I will talk to you all very soon in my next one. Bye guys.